Hello and welcome to EPSC. Now, in today's video we're going to be talking about the climate crisis documentary and a few facts about it, and also how I got the inspiration to do the documentary, and also who inspired me to do it and why am I doing it. We know that we're in this crisis, but no one's really acting upon it. So this is a few questions and answers about the documentary, and I hope that you enjoy. So the first reason is because obviously we're currently not doing enough to try and take action of what we're doing with our planet, and we're polluting it, and it's just making an awful mess. And in a couple of years, scientists have predicted creating this documentary is because currently, right now, we're polluting the environment and we just don't know it. Some of us do, some of us don't actually really care that much about the environment, and that's why I'm creating this documentary along with other people to spread awareness about this major issue that we have currently on our planet. So this is quite a hard answer to give out. We're not sure whether it's going to be on the TV. We are looking at getting it onto the TV. I know a few producers. I know people in that industry. So I will, and the team will try and get this documentary on the TV, but it's not, you know, it's not a definite that it's going to be on TV. And why did I create this documentary, or why did I create the idea for the documentary? Well, I first proposed the idea to Chloe, who is one of the head of projects. She's sort of the manager of the project, and then obviously I'm just a camera operator, and I'm editing it, and I'm doing all of the behind the scenes. So Chloe is the one who is managing what sort of topics go into it. So obviously I first proposed the idea to Chloe, and I said, look, I've got this great idea. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. But we're going to try and find a budget that will work, and obviously we've found a budget, and I'm not going to say what the budget is until we finally release the video. Now, I've had a couple of people asking if they can get the behind the scenes footage, maybe from movie reviews, or maybe just to post on, you know, about what we're doing. Now, we're not going to give disclosed access to anyone. Obviously, if you are part of the documentary, if you're in the documentary, then you will, you know, if you're helping out in the documentary, then you will be allowed to see what's going on behind the scenes. But as of terms of movie reviews and documentary reviews and all of that media, the only videos that you're allowed to see from the documentary itself are the ones that either EPSC are uploading, the Climate Crisis documentary Instagram are uploading, or if any other people upload it, like Frankie Morland or Charlie Morland. Those two are also, they might upload it, but they might not. So that's only for, you know, that's the only sort of behind the scenes we're going to give out to people. So the answer is mainly no. And obviously, so as I do, I look down the YouTube list at, you know, what topics to really cover in a video, or maybe what to make a video of. And then I was watching the TV show, the British TV show called This Morning, hosted by Holly and Philip. I was watching that and I saw someone come up, and it was Frankie Morland, and I thought, at the time, before that, we had actually seen someone else, you know, an activist, protesting for change in our community. And then obviously then on the news I saw Frankie Morland, so I thought, well, that's a great idea, that's going to help with the documentary that I had proposed 2 months before, seeing Frankie on TV and also seeing, as we now know, as David. So that was before I had seen both of those people, Frankie Morland and David. So obviously, I'm now keeping in contact with Frankie, and this Wednesday just gone, I did an interview with them, and that's for the documentary. But I saw Frankie Morland on TV, and he had made a song, his first single, and it managed to get published by UMG record label, UMG, and they then got back to them, and now it's copyrighted by UMG record labels. And I thought, well, since I'm creating this documentary, let's try and get to see if I can I can talk to Frankie and maybe interview him for the documentary. So I went and contacted them via social media, and then within a couple of days I got a quick reply from one of their team, and I was allowed their email address. I then contacted his dad, and then I asked for an interview with Frankie, because I thought he's so inspirational for only being 8 years old and creating a song and about climate change. And so that's how I managed to get that interview. And also, obviously I've been watching quite a few of David Attenborough's documentaries, which they are awesome. I binge watch them whenever I can. So that was another inspiration. So 2 inspirations, and then obviously David, saw him out in the local community litter picking, and you know, in his spare time he'll just clear out a pond that's got loads of plastic in, and I just thought it would be really inspirational, and I'm going to just insert a clip of the original interview, and that's not going to be making it onto the documentary because we then refilmed the interview, and we might have to be refilming all of the interviews. We're not sure at the minute. So yeah, that you just saw the interview with David, and when we were leaving David, we thought that we would contact the news. Unfortunately, we're too young, and the news said no. But we are determined to try and contact the news again, because we think it's just so inspirational that an elderly man is taking the time out of his retirement to go out and do something like that for the community. So that's that, and I think that's all of the questions that people have asked for the documentary, and I hope to be able to update you whenever I can about the documentary release date. So if you didn't know, the documentary is going to be planned to release on the 1st of December, and all of the team that have taken part will be called for a premiere showing of it, and it's basically like a big end party hosted by Chloe and myself. So obviously look forward to that. Those people, if you are watching this video, then you would have received an email or a message if you've been invited to the party. If you haven't, then sorry, contact me.